Good evening, everybody. How are we doing? Why has Badger's face not come up?
I have no face!
It doesn't pick you
People
up. There
be
we go.
spared.
There we go. Ta-da!
Yay! Greetings and salutations, people.
Watch everything go tits up now.
Yeah, it's all going to go to shit now. We've got quite an exciting podcast for you today, and we're trying something a little bit new, so it's going to go to fucking shit.
Good evening, Strange. Good evening, Tiny. Good evening, Butcherish. How are we all doing? Thank you for being here.
Blair Witch, hello. Mrs. Medal, oi oi.
Blair Witch, hello. And, yep, hi, Chloe. So, we are sorry that we had to miss last week's podcast, but someone, that way, has got some explanation.
I nearly died!
Would you like to see why he nearly died, or how he nearly died?
I nearly got deaded.
This is why.
Oh, that's brilliant. That is fucking brilliant.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys! Cheers for that, Ed. Thanks a lot, mate.
There we go. I'll just leave your actual face.
12 hours away from death there, but let's make a joke of it.
It's fine. It's just...
hello to Tiny Human's cat.
There you
go. Look at that is fucking horrific, isn't it? That is... Yeah, I was 12 hours away from losing the sight in my right eye, and 24 hours away from but I left it another 24 hours with 30% chance it'd have killed me.
I'll take it down now. I'll be nice.
So, yeah. So sorry we didn't have a podcast last week.
Yes.
My fault.
Before we get into it, though, guys, how is the sound?
Yes, how have we got the sound fixed this week? Looks like Strange Time and after a night out. I did Butcher. It is horrific, but it's even more horrific my face now than the one you just saw.
Yeah, it was okay, but now, fuck me.
Now it's just knackered. Now it's even worse. What happened? So basically, still have an infection in my tooth, and it just kind of swelled up overnight, went into my face, and yeah, it just fucked me over. So I was in hospital for about 3 days on antibiotics. Luckily, the antibiotics brought all the swelling and the infection down, so I didn't have to have surgery to save my eye, and it didn't kill me. But yeah, that's why I wasn't here last week to do a podcast.
Chloe literally just asked, "Are you wearing a Lionel Richie t-shirt?"
I'm not. It is a Where are we? Here we go. I'm gonna get this completely fucking
Bring back the... Oh, fuck's sake, no! Get down, quick! Get down!
Bring back the mullet.
See, people, I don't have a fucking mullet.
Business at the front, party at the back, Ed.
Right, everyone's saying this sounds good. Awesome. So...
Hospital podcast. I'm going to do a hospital podcast, Tiny.
Put the state of his face on him and too busy laughing.
Yeah. I was going to try and do it, but they wouldn't let me, and I kept falling asleep. So you did just see me on podcast just sleeping and waking up again.
Yeah, I'd be pretty fucked without him, to be honest.
It would have been hilarious, to be fair.
So, what have we got coming up this week, though?
We don't have any news. We've left the news out this week. Simply because all the news, we get our news fresh. It's everything we're going to show you today is everything we've received today. It's all hot off the press today. All the gaming news is just about Xbox 2020. Every man and his dog's covering that. So you can go Google that and find that anywhere.
I don't have a dog.
So we don't have any news for you. We do have some amazing trailers, though.
Strange has just asked, you good now, though, Badger?
I'm good for the time being. I'm on antibiotics, and I need surgery on my face in about 2 to 6 months to sort of like get in there and get all the rest of the infection out. So it's just managing the infection until the theatres are open again. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Can I lower Badger a bit and make myself louder? How's that, Tiny? That should be better for you, hopefully.
Hopefully so.
So yeah, today we've got a game literally fresh off the press.
Yeah, we got this at 4 o'clock this afternoon, embargo till 5,
Yeah.
so this news is only 3 hours old. And with all the Xbox 2020 stuff you probably haven't heard about or maybe missed it. But Koch Media and Codemasters have just announced Dirt 5 for release.
Yeah, and we have the trailer for that right now.
We always have trailers. Let's go. Let's show the juicy trailer.
Bosh.
Peggy 3.
That looks stunning. That looks gorgeous. Ooh, excuse me again. But yeah, Codemasters have been really working with Dirt says at the moment. So they had Rally 2.0
Don't mind me
earlier
dancing.
here. But yeah, this is Dirt 5. It looks fantastic. It sounds amazing.
I like my racing games, so you know.
Well, this is one we'll definitely have for you to review, Ed. This is a given. We'll have this one.
Music's
I love all
catchy
the-
as fuck.
Music's catchy. It's fucking the yellow and the pinks. Just bright fucking like 80s neon racing. It looks fucking amazing.
And
Just fucking smashing.
yes, I've just seen one of the sponsors on the cars, which brings me to a point of it.
Go on.
It's powered by AMD.
Oh, is it? Ah.
I read about it about half an hour ago.
But yeah, that's Dirt 5, coming October 2020. A little bit of blurb that they'll give us. I've cut all the crap out. So yeah, Dirt 5's global journey takes us some of the most thrilling, exotic and picturesque settings, such as New York City and Rio de Janeiro, alongside challenging events in remote areas of Greece and China. Players will experience the thrill of in-your-face extreme racing in a variety of vehicle classes, from buggies, unlimited trucks, and rock bouncers to traditional and modern rally cars. The expansive narrative-driven career is bigger and everywhere, with event types and challenges across some of the toughest terrain. Before hitting the track, get creative using the library editor with more customization options than any previous Dirt game. Dirt 5 features a non-linear progression path, so players can choose more of the events they want. Dirt 5 also, and my favourite bit here, this bit I love, Dirt 5 heralds the return of split screen for up to 4 players.
Oh, split screen!
Proper pizza and beer gaming.
Yes!
The full list of game modes will be announced shortly, including a new game mode focused on creativity and designed for social couch play with friends or global online battles against the best racers in the Dirt universe.
I miss pizza and beer gaming.
Pizza and beer gaming is fucking amazing. There's not enough of it.
It
I
needs to
absolutely
come
miss
back.
it.
In all fairness, I know Call of Duty did kind of bring it back, but it's just not the same.
Yeah, it's just not. But yeah, 4 players, split screen racing, get some beers in, get a pizza, get the lads round. Well, it's coming out in October, so hopefully coronavirus lockdown will be lifted by then.
In the UK, at least, anyway.
In the UK, we'll have to see. But yeah, a racing game that looks brilliant as that, is as fast as that, and is 4 players split screen. That's going to be fucking brilliant.
I just miss pizza in general. That's because you're a fat git, Sean.
For both current and next gen consoles.
Awesome.
And it's also coming to Stadia in 2021.
Stadia. Okay.
Yeah, but 2021 for Stadia. So I reckon that's going to be like January, February time.
When's the Stadia actually out? I know some people have got it already, but
It's out now. It's just shit.
it's just shit. Okay. Fair.
Yeah, Tyler, there's no quarantine. You guys didn't even lock down and you did better than us. Bastards. But yes, that was Dirt 5.
If the graphics are that good, even on the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, as long as they are that good,
I have been
be
told.
happy.
I have been told, because I did ask a couple of thought questions to the press release I got at 5 o'clock for tonight, that is not game engine footage.
That's not game engine footage.
No, that is gameplay footage.
That's gameplay footage.
Yes.
So that isn't. Oh, let's make it look fucking fancy. That is straight from the engine
That is
itself.
straight on. Like you can. That is gameplay footage, and you can. I think you can watch your races back with camera mode and stuff in it, and that's basically what we've taken it from.
Fuck. Yeah. No. That might be a game I have to play.
Yeah, that's on the list. I'm not a big fan of racing games, but that's we're getting that one in.
I'll tell you what. The next. I don't know. Let's say year. I need some money. Well, there's the well-known Assassin's Creed that I don't want. I need.
Right. Valhalla.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Dirt 5, Psy Hotel. And if you don't remember Psy Hotel, would you like to see a little trailer of it again? Because I'm more than happy to play that again.
Go on. Big from episode 1. Psy Hotel looks fucking amazing.
Psy Hotel? Apparently not.
No, not letting us show it.
Doesn't want to work. The link's disappeared.
Doesn't want to work. Can't see Psy Hotel again.
I mean, oh well, shit happens. Start selling body parts. Sean.
Might have to eventually with everything you're wanting.
Don't. Okay, we'll leave Psy Hotel. I'll try and get a link for the end. But I'm not promising anything.
Psy Hotel.
Oh, you know what?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Dirt 5, Psy Hotel.
Psy Hotel, and I'm sure there'll be others. Like I've heard rumours of Cyberpunk being on Game Pass, but I'm not believing that just yet. I'm not holding out any hope.
I wouldn't believe that just yet.
I'm not believing it yet at all. Excuse me.
Cyberpunk is going to be massive. There's no way that's going to be on Game Pass. Not a chance.
Let's see if I can get a quick link for Psy Hotel. There it is. You may hear some noises in the background, people. Or you might get lucky.
But yeah, Psy Hotel looks fantastic. There's another game I want desperately this year. I'm not going to say what it is because we have an interview for it later on in this podcast.
Oh, Freak's perked up. Yeah, you weren't the first viewer. Right, just quickly, let's see if this works. Oh, fuck me, I've done it.
This looks fucking mental.
You picked the wrong
This
house,
looks fucking amazing.
I want it so bad.
How can I help you, sir?
Just running a hotel, keeping it going, and killing off all your guests because you're also hired here.
Waiting especially for you.
This game looks mad, and it was from the last podcast. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is awesome!"
Priority.
Yeah, this was the big hit from the last
podcast. There's Strange, my game.
To be able to create an environment.
Yeah, I think we're going to feature this every week until we get to know. We're going to get. I'm going to see if we can get the developers on actually.
Yes, do it. I'm
Don't
going to bug
forget
them.
to try our exclusive.
If you guys, we've got an interview coming up later on with the developer from RPGolf 2.
We also
we've got that coming up later on today in the podcast. If you like that section and you like how it works, we're going to get more developers in. We've got a couple lined up already. But I'm going to see if we can get the developer for Psy Hotel in.
And their relatives.
Bunch! Sorry, it scares me every
I like
time.
Saber Dildo as well. I like Saber Dildo.
Shalom, motherfucker.
It just looks fucking brilliant. It looks amazing.
Mosh pit.
Yeah, this is one we're going to be following very closely. I like just explosive to blow the door off there. Those ragdoll physics are amazing. Did you say you killed him with a banana? That's a new one. That went on the trailer last time.
I've just got a random trailer for YouTube.
This is a new trailer.
This feels longer.
Because the customer is the most important for us. Welcome to Psy Hotel.
Yeah, that is
An
a fucking
ultimate games and RG production. Add Psy Hotel Simulator to your
There we
wish
go.
list.
Yeah, no, this is an extra
Coming
trailer by the
soon.
looks of it.
Yeah, that's a longer trailer. Yeah, we're gonna have to see.
Worth it.
We're gonna have to get the dev team on with an interview. If you like the interview that we've got coming at the back end of this podcast, anyway.
Yeah. I don't know if they heard you over the trailer. So what he was saying during the trailer was, we have done a pre-recorded interview for today. Because we weren't sure if we we're going to actually podcast today, but guess what? We're here! Yay! So we've pre-recorded. So if you guys prefer the pre-recorded over a live interview, then this will be a thing. But we might be doing something a bit juicy.
Yes, something very juicy.
But stay tuned and keep up to date with the Twitter for that one. But yeah, there is a pre-recorded interview from a game dev. We're not going to go too into it because that's later on.
Yeah. But carrying on with the trailers.
Yes, we are now going to move on to a game called Wavy the Rocket.
Right, so with this one, when we say I put a lot of effort into finding indie games and bringing the best indie games to people on Stopple Presents. I actually interviewed the developers for this back at EGX 2018.
Just a while ago.
And the game released today.
Sorry, I'm just reading my chat. People are saying they want to do a live one because they want to interact. They want you to interact with the chat. No. Chat will be turned off because you lot can't behave yourselves.
We might be able to get live interviews where it's a lot easier to get recorded ones than live.
Mainly because if they say something that they shouldn't, they can get out of it.
Yeah, we can get us to delete it.
But we will try a live interview.
We'll try.
We will try one.
But while we're showing the pre-recorded interview tonight, we are going to be chatting to you in the chat as well.
Yes.
We will be engaging with you in the chat. So
yeah, because
we're not switching the video on them fucking off.
I mean, I might just go to the loo and go for a pint.
Yeah. I mean, if we can do live, we will definitely do live if we can. It was just like the interview we've got coming up later today is it's an indie developer. It's his first ever video interview, and he was scared of saying something he shouldn't have done. So we recorded it, and then as it turned out, he didn't say anything he shouldn't have done. So we could have done it live. But...
We'll leave this till a bit later on when we get to it, and then you guys will see how it was. I will apologise now. For some reason, my mic was fucking quiet. So yeah,
it's not
quiet. Ed. I didn't say a lot anyway. It's fine. Badger did all the talking. He knows what he's chatting about. But yeah, anyway, going back to the trailers, we have got Wavy the Rocket, and I'm going to play that right now.
This is, I think I described this game in 2018 at EGX as masochistic.
Just quickly, Badger saying, Freak saying, Dad, you're better.
Oh, thank you, Freak. Thank you very much. But yeah, this is Wavy the Rocket, where you basically your rocket moves constantly. You can't slow it down or stop it. You only can move the wave that it rides upon. So you make the wave bigger or smaller or higher and shorter. So you can see here like this, and it's fucking awful, but brilliant. When I played this in 2018, like my brain knew what to do, but it wouldn't tell my fingers to do it quick enough. But yeah, I love it. It's just so interesting and different as well. But it's sort of like Flappy Bird vibes to it. Of course, it's colourful as fuck, which is always good. But yeah, that's Wavy the Rocket out today.
That is out. I don't know if I don't know if they could hear what you're saying about you playing it while the trailer is on. So if you want to say that all again, and then we'll get into the.
Yeah, so I played this at EGX in 2018. I met the developers and interviewed them. So basically, you don't move your rocket. You move the sound wave that the rocket moves along. So you make it shorter, or longer. You make it taller, short. Yeah, and it's just a fucking awful because your brain figures out what to do, but my brain wouldn't tell my fingers quick enough on how to do it.
Well,
I think
I've got the code. I've got the code to review it. I'll spoil it for later on. I have played.
You've been playing this.
I've been playing it, and I'll be streaming it tomorrow, I believe. If I'm streaming tomorrow, if not, it'll be Saturday. Depending on weather, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be streaming.
I reckon the creators were having a major session on MDMA and acid when they made it. It got made out of a game jam. It was, I think it was like a 24-hour game jam that they made it in.
Game jams always have some weird games.
Some MDMA and acid involved to make that. It's certainly drug-induced.
But yeah, so some info about the game. It was launched today as an indie IP as an indie studio. Bravery Rocket is a 2.5D neon-fueled romp through over 80 levels, boss fights, mini-games, and more. And I can tell you now, I've only got to level 4. And I've died about 20 fucking times.
So make sure when you join Edge stream tomorrow for some rage quitting.
Again, it'll be on Twitter when I'm playing it, because I believe the weather's meant to be really nice in the UK. But I'm going to try and stay out the sun, as you can tell I'm a bit burnt.
Yeah, you got sunburnt today already.
I look like lobster.
But also, if you play it, you get like you're streaming it tomorrow.
Yes, so with my streaming it at the moment for 72 hours, every hour of Wavy the Rocket that's live streamed, they'll be giving £2 to a War Child fund, to a total of £5,000.
So War Child, for those that don't know, is a charity who provide gaming systems and computer games to children who have escaped war. So like kids who had horrific experiences in Iraq and Afghanistan and Syria, and make it to Europe and safety of being away from war-torn countries, then get given they give them computers and games just so they can have a fucking childhood like we all had. So that's a really cool charity, and it's really cool for them to do that.
Yeah, and just for those who want to know what the event's called, it's called You Play, We Pay. There will be a review coming of this, I think, this coming week. I should get it done.
The only game you can see sound waves.
They've obviously not made coffee with Red Bull. Not going to tell any stories on that one at all.
I remember a coffee called Rocket Fuel years ago.
Coffee called Rocket Fuel, yeah, I remember that. I think it was banned, wasn't it?
Yeah, like caffeine and guava or whatever it is, the main ingredient of energy drinks. Jesus, I hallucinate to fuck off that shit.
I mean, talking of energy drinks very quickly, I know G Fuel did a Doom edition, BFGE division that had 300 milligrams of caffeine per scoop.
Jesus.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. But that's not sponsored or anything. That is literally just off the top of my head because I know some really weird shit.
So that was Wavy the Rocket. Like I said, you've been playing it this week. What are your thoughts on it then, Ed, since you've played it?
So far, it's good. I'm enjoying it, but fuck me, I'm going to get angry. I know I'm going to get angry.
Yeah, well,
that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to ruin it.
When I played it in 2018, out of 4,000 people who played it, only 3 people completed the 2-minute demo.
Shit.
Yeah. It's fucking brutal.
Oh.
I don't know if they've made it easier or not since, because I've not played it since, but it was fucking brutal.
I wish I was sponsored by Sterafarman. Not a clue what that is, Tiny.
No idea what that is.
Anyway, let's crack on with the next one.
Yeah. So, pushing Stop Upset's credentials once again, in how, I saw Wavy Rocket in 2018 and it's come out today. This next game, Colt Canyon, I actually played this at Gamescom last August. And I got a private one-to-one sit-down with this one. So I got hands-on with it for about an hour. It was brilliant. So you can see the write-up for Colt Canyon over on StopUpSense.com. You can also see the interview for Wavy the Rocket on Stop Upset's YouTube channel. Quick plugs. But yeah, Colt Canyon this game is brilliant. What I played of it is absolutely fucking brilliant. Trust me on that. because it doesn't look it. Show it.
Bosh.
Colt Canyon is a cowboy action roguelike that takes you on a ride through a long canyon with beautiful regions. But watch out. All the folks here are out to kill you. They've snatched your partner, so let's giddy up and get him back. You can choose from a load of playable gunslingers and weapons you can unlock on your ride. You're gonna go east to find your partner, and your path gets rockier by the minute. There's a lot of stuff to explore, places to discover, and peeps to
This
jewel on
is
your
one of those
way.
games, it doesn't look like much. But everything
I recognise
is
you
Look
style of
out for
graphics from
traps
somewhere.
and deadly plants.
Yeah, I know.
Don't
I
expect
recognise
to
it. I
live
can't quite
alone,
place it.
Commune. And don't believe it's
can't
over
put
your
once
finger
you've
on the
reached your
game.
partner, Greenhorn.
This has been
You're still
purposely.
gonna get
So
back
I thought it looked a
soon.
bit like Oregon Trail.
Good luck. You made it.
The graphics remind me of Oregon Trail.
Colt Canyon.
Yeah, I can't remember what I played it. I think it was Xbox I played the game on, but the graphics looked so much like something I've seen in the past. I cannot think.
They were so that's Colt Canyon, which doesn't look like much, I know, but it's one of those games where it doesn't need to be great graphics because the gameplay is at the core of it and it's fucking brilliant. So it's procedurally generated. You basically your partner's been kidnapped, and you've got to go from left to right through these stages in the areas to get you to rescue your partner. But in between that, you can find people who can either help you out, they might join you, or they might help you out, and stuff like that. There's things to be discovered in each area, so it's procedurally generated. Like the map's different every time, but the secrets are also procedurally generated with characters to unlock and everything like that. So yeah, everyone in Colt Canyon consists of 3 wide areas, each with 3 sections and a boss fight. On your journey, fights as well as your surroundings will become tougher over time. Our hero will start in a more inhabited farming area with buildings, mines, lumber production and plantations, before moving on to stage 2 with more remote areas and wilderness, including some traps, ambushes and all kinds of traps, as well as dangerous wildlife. The final stage is the most infamous part of the canyon, where you will encounter bandits and big camps everywhere. In short, the further you get, the deadlier the canyon becomes, but the journey's not over once you manage to reach your partner. Here the party really starts. So Colt Canyon is a roguelike game with permadeath, so you'll need to get familiar with the game, the enemies, the canyon and the weapons in order to successfully rescue your partner. But while doing that, you'll have a blast shooting and sneaking your way through the canyon and getting better and better with every run. That's coming soon to PC, Nintendo Switch and Xbox One.
Oh, not PlayStation.
Not PlayStation, no.
Oh.
I don't know why, but yeah, PC. Nintendo Switch. Now, this is the developer for this, if I remember rightly, I want to say he's 1920, but it's a single guy who's developed it on his own in 18 months.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's got no life.
It
In the nicest possible way.
I know, showing you it now on a podcast, you're all looking at it going, it looks shit, it looks crap.
But for one person, that's not bad.
But when you play it, it is just pure gameplay. Like, to make the graphics any better would take away from the gameplay. If that makes sense. It needs to be simple graphics so that you really buy into the gameplay engine and realise just what's going on and everything it does.
I do apologise. I've got a really tickly throat all of a sudden.
Strange topic. It was Colt Canyon.
Yeah. I mean, I could play the trailer again. Substance over style, gotcha. Yeah, they are strange. We'll play it one last time just for you.
It is substance over style, definitely.
What I am going to do is I'm going to turn the game volume down so we can talk over it and actually be heard.
Colt Canyon is a cowboy action.
But yeah, like I said, it kind of reminds me of Oregon Trail, with the graphics like the Spectrum Amiga game. I think it was on the BTA or maybe.
I still can't put my finger on what game it was.
They've snatched your
I recognise the style.
let's giddy up and get
It's
them
fast,
going.
it's brutal.
You can
All the
choose from a
weapons
load
have
of
massively
playable
different
dice
styles.
rolls
There's
and
different
weapons you
characters
can
to unlock.
on your ride.
It
You're gonna
does.
go east
It
to
is
find your
permadeath.
partner.
It does.
Then your path gets rockier by
Procedure
the
generated
minute.
as well.
There's a lot
But
of stuff
getting
to
to the end of the
explore,
3 areas and
places
rescuing your
to
partner
discover,
is just the start of it.
and
That's not
peeps to
completing the
journey
game.
on your way.
Adam's saying, does it remind you of Enter the Gungeon?
Deadly plans.
Not played that one, but it could be that I have seen it. But
And don't believe it's over once you've reached your partner, Greenhorn. You still gotta get back.
Yeah, it is, Adam. The Oregon Trail style is. He put a really basic art style in because he wanted to show off the gameplay mechanics and not for you to be distracted by the really great graphics that you had to really pay attention to the gameplay. And it is brilliant. That's it. I played that out in Germany in Cologne at Gamescom back in August. There's not a release date for it yet, but I do have it to stream. I was supposed to stream it last week, but nearly dying and all that lot. I didn't stream it, so I will be streaming it this week. It will be streaming on top of it. Cheers, Ed. Thanks, Ed.
Just in case anyone that wasn't here at the start missed it, that's why.
Yeah, that's why I didn't stream it last week.
That's just going to randomly appear throughout the stream, right?
Yeah, and for the next 6 months to a year. But no, I will be streaming. I will be streaming that possibly tomorrow. Tomorrow come join us for join Ed for some rage quitting on Wavy Rocket, and then me for some rage quitting on Colt Canyon.
So let's have a quick catch up with chat. Gungeon, no. Sean's laughing at your face.
Yeah, that is why you should go to a dentist. You should. I mean, my 16-year-old son told me off for not going to a dentist, which was weird.
Yeah, that's not so good. Yeah, so far, what you've seen of the games other than Psy Hotel, what has tickled everyone's fancy so far? We've got one left. But before I go into that, I just want to have a little catch up with you guys, see what you guys are thinking. I mean, I know what I'm thinking. I know it's going to keep me awake tonight.
I mean, at the 3 we've shown you already. Cheers, Ed. At the 3 we've shown you already, we will be streaming 2 of them this week. I'll be streaming Colt Canyon, and I'll be streaming Wavy the Rocket.
Wavy the Rocket will be at some point, whether it's tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. Most probably Saturday. I'll see what tomorrow brings yet.
Yeah, I think Colt Canyon might be Monday or Sunday for me.
Wait, you mean you're not going to play World of Warships?
I'm kind of moving away from it. I don't want to stream it once a week now. I've got too much on.
Fair enough.
I've got about 4 games to stream this week and review. There's no time for Warships.
Oh well, right. Let's get. Oh, hello. I would rage quit to all of them. What? Even Dirt 5?
Yeah, I generally rage quit racing games because I'm shit at them. I have fun playing them. I'm just shit at them.
Moving on.
Next up is.
I'm not going to spoil the name. I'm going to show the trailer. I'm going to talk about it before I show the trailer because I don't know. I've just got a feeling talking about it first and then people seeing it might work a bit better. Oh, Sean, Props Dirt 5. I'll check out, and then a Hotel to Kill Someone with a breadstick.
Others can do
one.
Mate, honestly, Colt Canyon is brilliant. But the next game we're about to show you, you can go get now for free.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing after the podcast.
I'll give you the script. It's in the script.
Look, right, I don't read it until I start, I freeball it.
This is free to download now until the 14th on Epic Games launcher. Until the 14th of May when it goes to full price.
Beg your pardon, Strange. I don't need to know that. So May 7th, 2020. Next Studios is happy to announce its Accident Puzzle Simulator Death Coming. It's out now on the Epic Game Store. It's free to download for a week before going full price. from the 14th.
See, that's weirdly worded. Does that mean, I don't know if that means it's free now and then you have to pay for it on the 14th, or if you get it before the 14th, you get to keep it for free.
Is it free on PlayStation or Epic Game Store? That's the question.
It's free on Epic's Game Store.
I'll soon bloody tell you. I'll load it up. So while we're doing that, now you said, what am I going to be doing after this? I didn't ask what you're going to be doing after this.
No, you said you know what you're doing after this. He said you're having a wank.
Oh. Oh, no.
Downloading Death Coming.
Yeah. That will definitely be there when it decides to actually load the Epic Game Store. You're right, bub. No. There it is now.
They didn't tell me the full price, actually, in the...
God,
they didn't tell me the full price in the press release they sent me. They didn't say.
I mimight be able to get us a...
There we go. Death Coming. Free.
There it is. It is free. It's going to be £5, £4.99.
Yeah, $4.99. So it'll be $4.99 on 14 from there.
So everyone that's got a PC, get onto Epic's Game Store. Get it while it's free. You'll see why I say get it.
Should we just play the trailer now then?
Yeah, 1 second. I've got to now come out of Epic Game Store because I was just getting it ready to download.
Ever professional, Ed. Ever professional.
Of course. There we go. Have a trailer.
I'm a trailer while Ed downloads the game we're showing you.
Go by.
So yeah, basically, you play as the Grim Reaper, and you've got to kill people in kind of Final Destination type ways.
It's just causing chaos.
It is. It's stupid and funny, and I like it.
That's what I like. I think I might stream this next week at some point.
I'm blue 2 people then as well. Multi-kill.
Fatality. Finish it.
I mean, look, he's sadistic. This is a Chloe game.
This is a Chloe game. No, this is a me game.
Yeah, it's just so it's kind of like Final Destination.
I love this bit. I love this bit. Just gonna let him cross.
Oh, die! It just looks mindless, nonsensical fun. I like it. I don't think there's like a big, in-depth story to it. I think it's the Grim Reaper. You try to remember who you are and get your memories back and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just mindless fucking fun.
You thought like Theme Hospital. It's nothing like that. Did you even watch the trailer?
It looks kind of Theme Hospital. It's got those cartoony, mobile type graphics, but yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Who cares? Who cares about the graphics? I'm causing mischief.
So,
I've downloaded this right away. Good lad, Strange.
Good lad, Strange. Well played.
Adam, no.
It's free till the 14th. It came out today and it's free till the 14th.
Bad Adam.
Dive on it and grab it. But Ed can be a little bit more blurb if you want. You've got the blurb there, Ed?
Yeah, as the Reaper, the player will aim to recover its memories by producing accidents. With the gameplay that is reminiscent of films like Final Destination series, embody the sinister hand of destiny by opening manholes, dropping air conditioners, and messing with beehives to bring more souls to the afterlife.
See, that just sounds fun. That just sounds
looks fun. And you know what? If I can't stream Wavy the Rocket this week, I'll be getting it later on. I'll be playing this instead.
I'm just after the best experience and currently piracy more than Epic Game Store.
But Adam, it's free.
Yeah, it's free. I know you've got your issues with Epic. Putting condoms in all girls shopping trolleys at the game store is causing mischief. I used to love seeing nice loved up couples in Morrison's and putting pregnant kids in the shopping trolley.
Tiny, it is free until the 14th.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's coming for PlayStation. It was when it was first announced about 3 months ago. It was coming to PlayStation. Now it just seems to be Epic's Game Store only. at the moment. So I don't know if it's an Epic Game exclusive or if it's on there for a bit and then it's going to come to console.
Do you know how to find out? Go to the PlayStation Store.
You can get it for free now. But yeah, it's free till the 14th, and after the 14th, it's $4.99, which I think you're going to get a lot of enjoyment for a $5 out of that game.
Fuck, I'm going to get a lot of enjoyment for free. Fuck it, I might stream it after this. I might literally stop and then start my stream again.
Stop and start streaming that. Yeah. But
no,
yeah, that's our trailers for today.
Yes.
That's the best of today's announcements for you.
Yep, so, as I said earlier on in the stream, this was pre-recorded earlier. We will be talking to you guys via the chat, so, you know, we're not ignoring you.
Let's just set this up a bit first, though, before we go into the interview.
Yep, go for it.
Because I don't think you got the clip, did you? Did you get the clip from my stream the other night?
No, because I couldn't pinpoint it.
Right. So basically, there's a game out on Steam called RPGolf. So RPG and golf. I think it's about £2.50, £2.80, something like that. And it's one of my favourite indie games of all time. It takes about 2 hours to complete it. It's short, but it's brilliant. You sort of like tee off at golf and then just walk up and knock fuck out of monster with your golf club. Blah, blah. It's a great little game. It's brilliant. I was playing Dread Nautical on stream on Stop Upset's Twitch channel the other night, and we're talking away with somebody in the stream that popped up and joined us for the first time. And then I picked up some golf balls in the game, and he started going, "Oh, there's a lot of golfing games at the moment." So I started selling this game to him, telling him to buy RP Golf. Turns out he was the fucking developer of RP Golf.
That was quality. I'm not gonna lie, that was quality.
That was embarrassing as fuck. I've never cringed so much in my life. I tried selling the game to the guy who fucking made it.
I wish I clipped it.
But we did. In
fact, I could try and get the clip while we're watching.
But we did. So we chatted with Ricardo afterwards, and RP Golf 2 is on its way at the end of this year.
That's about all we can say on it.
It's a tiny little team. It's like a 3-man development.
I remember him saying 4-man team.
Yeah, so it was 3 people.
You'll hear it in the interview anyway.
Yeah, I think about 3 or 4-man development team that's made this over a year now. It looks amazing. It looks brilliant. So yeah, we're going to jump into the chat room with you now, into the text chat, while we play a recorded interview that we made this morning.
So
because he was in Japan. Yeah, by the way, he was in Japan while we were in the UK, so that's why we had to record it this morning. I think it's about 2 a.m. over there now. So we couldn't
it's about that now. It's about 40 minutes. So I do apologise, but hey, it's a great interview. It really is a great interview. So yeah, we'll see you guys very shortly. Recording.
Alright, greetings and salutations, guys. Welcome to Stop Upset's Badger'Ed. It's a quite special bit right now. This is recorded, even though you're watching the live stream that's still live. This is recorded in the live stream that is a recorded bit. I don't know. I forget. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But we're sat. We are joined for our first ever developer interview on Badger'Ed. We're joined by Ricardo from articnet. Do you want to tell the guys who articnet are?
Well, articnet is a really small company that was born 7 years ago here in Osaka, in Japan. And basically, it started only with me, and I have now I have people working together with me in making the game that we're making. So we started with our first game was called RPGolf, and it came out in 2017. And that was made by basically 2 people plus the artist. Now we're like 4 people, so which is pretty good. And we're making a sequel, which is RPGolf 2.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day on the stream because I can't wait for this. We've had an interview with you previously on the website as well about RPGolf 2 and how much I love it and stuff. And Ed loves it as well now. Yes. I think that didn't you start as an IT company?
It was company. Yeah, it's always been an IT company, basically. I mean, we don't only do games. We do also software development, which includes web development, application development, so anything basically related to the IT world. And we started doing our first home game. It was RPGolf, so that was the first.
How did you go from an IT company to a game development? That's quite a shift. Was that like a passion?
Well, yeah, I've always loved games, and not to brag, I have a master in computer game development, so that's it's always been my passion since I was a kid. I played games since I was 4 years old, probably, on the Commodore 64. That's the first console I ever played games on.
Blimey. When you say you've been playing games for a while, you've been playing games for a while. Wow.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying on that one. I'm not lying on that one. So yeah, I've been playing games for a long time, and I always want to make games. But as you know, going from theory to practice takes a lot. So many terms.
So we've been talking about RPGolf. That's the main reason we've got you here is RPGolf 2. For anyone who's not seen, I don't know why you haven't yet. You should be playing it because it's less than £3 bloody quid. Do you want to tell me what RPGolf is?
RPGolf was the first game that we made for Articnet, and it's basically it was born from basically me playing back in the days on the original Game Boy. For people that played that, the original Game Boy, the one that you couldn't play in the dark.
I had one.
The one you couldn't play in the dark, basically.
I had the big white brick with the magnifying glass and the snake line.
Oh, the amount of stuff I had for my
that was powered up. Yeah. So basically, while playing that one of the games that really I loved so much was it was just called Golf. Just Golf. That was the original title. It was just this is called Golf. And what I loved about that game was the very simple graphic, but it was so detailed. You had all the holes, and there was a flag, and you could see the clubhouse in the background. But what I always missed in that game was why can't I not go around and see? I mean, I want to go there. I want to go and see that tree. I always wanted to do something like that. But it was always you make a shot and you get teleported to the ball. So that was kind of not so fun. Yeah. So the first idea was I want to make an open world golf game. But then it was that's cool, of course. I mean, you can make an open world golf game, but you're bound to find monsters when you play golf, right?
Obviously.
I have played golf. I have got a handicap somewhere back in the day, and I never saw monsters. A few birds in the trees, but
You're playing on the wrong course.
Have you been playing golf? Are you sure you're talking about the same sport?
Yeah, we talk about the same game here, Ed.
Oh no, I'm talking about real life.
Yeah. So are we.
Yeah, exactly.
I must have been high as a kite to not see these monsters then. Sorry.
Something, no monsters. Probably it's a training course for low-level players. Something like
You're not on the pro courses.
You're not on the pro course yet.
Damn it.
So yeah, and that was basically the inspiration behind the first title. It took a while to get there. It took a while to get it working. And, yeah, but we learned a lot.
What's different from RPGolf to RPGolf 2 then?
Well, we got a lot of feedback from the first game. Obviously, we got what people liked and what people didn't like. The development of the first game also took a long time for a series of reasons, which are both personal and economical, because it takes a lot of money to make a game.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
And so what we learned was when we released the first RPGolf, it was a lot smaller than we wanted. So it wasn't exactly the game we dreamed of. It's this is, when you finish something and it's this is exactly as I envisioned it. We were it's okay, it's good. We're happy about that. Love the game.
We haven't got the time to put this in or that in, and yeah.
Exactly. So the first big issue was there were 9 holes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was for a golf game, 9 holes is not so many. You actually had 18 because we had some.
You had mirrored holes.
You could have some extra 9 holes. So 18 was kind of a number. Now we have 54, and all of them are original.
Damn.
And also we have different environments. Before you basically had like the forest, and that's that's it. You play in the forest. There was some snow sometime, but basically there was the forest. Then you had the forest, and you could play in the forest too. I mean, that was...
So what you're saying is, if you like the forest, play it.
First game, you're gonna love the first game.
So we've got different environments in the second one. Then do they affect the gameplay? You need like, are you in an ice environment and you're going to freeze to death if you don't have fur clothes on? Or
I don't want to spoil too much, of course, but yeah, the environments are going to affect basically the gameplay. Mm-hmm. And for example, there is going to be, what I can say is like in the second environment, in the second 9 holes, basically, you're going to have like swamps. And playing in a swamp obviously is going to reduce your HP. You cannot, I mean, poison, you shouldn't put there, right?
That's going to make water hazards a bit different.
Exactly. It's not a water. It's not only a water hazard. It's also toxic. So
if the swamp monster tries to eat my golf ball, I'm happy.
You will see. So that was like the biggest change we had in the game. It's a lot bigger, and you're gonna also have like what we wanted to put in the first game, but we didn't do for a factor of time. You're gonna have quests. Everyone. Yes, you're gonna have quests, and those are gonna be also are basically gonna take so much time to do everything, and it's gonna be so replayability and everything is gonna be there. So we hope that people will appreciate that.
Oh, actually, quests that's got me interested now because like the first one, even though I loved the first one completely, it was just kind of like you're playing a round of golf.
Yeah, you basically played around golf. You had a few, you had dungeons, of course. There were dungeons in the first one. And they were mostly like, find the item to basically, overcome some obstacles in your course. The story in the second is going to be a lot bigger. The story is going to be a lot more articulated than the first one. And as you played like, Skyrim and those kind of titles, you're going to have like, just random quests like, hey, I don't know, I've been attacked by bears recently. Can you take care of that for me? Stuff like that.
Okay, I mean, he said Skyrim, I'm in.
Skyrim with a golf club.
Skyrim with a golf club.
It sounds like the dream mod Skyrim needs. Not wants, needs.
Needs, definitely, yeah.
There's quite a lot gone into this thing. It's got a lot. It sounds like it's a lot bigger.
It is a lot bigger. It is a lot bigger. Trust me. It's like,
get that face, just like what am I doing?
It is a lot. It is. It's like a lot bigger than the first one, and also the changes are a lot, but we still kept the original style of the game. So it's still gonna be you playing golf, going around fighting monsters, enjoying yourself, and growing as a player. So the fighting system also has changed a lot. In the first game it was more like you had like your HP bar, you had your MP bar, and you just went around and dealt damage to the monsters. In the second one, we approached more like it's similar to Zelda. If you want to take a famous title for reference, And our favorite Zelda from everybody in the team is Link's Awakening. We got inspired a lot of that. That's the best one ever. So we got a lot inspired by that, and so you're gonna have like hearts at this point, and you're gonna have orbs for the mana energy, and getting hit by a monster will remove a fixed amount of energy, and killing a monster, for example, low-level monster are gonna take 1 or 2 hits. So it's gonna be a lot also more strategic for the player to fight monsters and everything.
But so you can't just go in swinging your club gung ho. You've got to.
That's not gonna work the same way as the first one.
Are you saying there's stealth involved?
We don't have stealth.
That's fine.
Yet.
I'm in. I'm good. Me and stealth do not mix.
Yeah. There is not going to be so much stealth involved at all. But,
like, you see a monster and you have to kind of like develop a tactic or a strategy before you approach it. Yeah.
This will happen because in the first game, basically, we had the same AI for every monster, which was just like, let me attack you. and let me attack you a little bit more. So that was like the first stage for the first game. In the second one, we have like each monster has different AI. So every monster will also have a different attack pattern. So everybody will attack you in a different way, and you will also be able to block. So we added this great feature which is called like blocking.
Oh, see, that reminds me. I think it's Zelda that's popping into my head where you. I remember like crossing a dungeon. I think it was Zelda where you had to hold your shield out and block the arrows.
Yeah.
And so you could get closer.
In Zelda, you had the shield. In this one, you basically just block with your golf club. Something like that.
So, and there's a lot of the game sounds a lot bigger. Has the team got bigger to be able to achieve that, or
there is one person that came in along with the other, so it's a little bigger than before. Yes, and we got those. But it's not much of a change. But what basically this person is only working on RPGolf,
right?
Along basically, I'm between these and couple of other projects, not related to gaming though. But this person is full time on RPGolf, and I'm basically taking care of everything else in the game. It's like so. Yeah. And if you're listening to this, his name is Guillaume. Guillaume, you're the man. Thank you.
Thank you, dude. Thank you. Like the first one was PC only. It's available on Steam.
Yeah, first one was
the
on.
Second one's coming to console as well.
Yes, the first title was released at the beginning was released on iOS and Android, and then we had like a Steam version. We also had an Amazon store version, but yeah, I don't know much about that. I think I'm the only one that bought it. And in the second one, we are basically targeting console first, because what we got in the mobile market was. Sure, premium games do work there, but not as well as probably not. It's not the ideal market for the second title. Title is
for it to work in mobile. You probably have to release it free and then charge for energy refills, or like mobile games has been heavily monetized.
Yeah, it seems to be something like that, or release it in chapters because the game is too big to be a single game. Otherwise, it would cost too much. So we felt like the console market is a good starting point. So we will start console.
Sorry, yes. Carry on.
Oh, no, please do.
With the console market, are you going to focus on the brand new consoles that are coming out later in the year, or are you going to do the current generation and move on to the next gen?
We will do exactly like that. So we'll be focused on the current generation, and then we will move on to the next. We will still, of course, release on PC and Mac. And many people ask, so you're not going to publish on mobile? Oh my God, you're not. No, I mean, we're not going to publish on mobile now. Right now.
You're not saying never. You're just saying
later down the line, possibly.
Definitely is not off the table. I mean, we are thinking about that. It's not just our priority right now, because making that the game is also more complex than the first one. The first one could all be done with 2 buttons, basically. Mm-hmm. It had action and cancel. This one requires a lot more buttons also. So it's gonna be like on mobile. It's gonna have a dedicated interface. You will need to do something. Mobile controls, they don't have to look horrible. They have to be good, and we want to take care of that, not just release a horrible port. So that's what we're focusing right now.
How big a difference is it then as a developer going from PC development to console development? Is there much difference in it, or?
Well, the first one was not originally for PC, so it was for the first one was for mobile at the beginning. So going from mobile to console, wow, yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot different, of course, and that it took a little bit of getting used to. But at the end, is a lot. The experience is. You also know that, for example, let's take the Nintendo Switch as a console. It's compared to mobile, where you can have like 100 different screen resolution displays, hardware. You know that the console is dead. So if it works well on your console, it's gonna work well on everybody else's console. So that's a great advantage. That's literally a great advantage compared to mobile. We had like in the first one, we had people with very old hardware. They were like, yeah, I can play your game, but I get this issue, I cannot see these, and they're so hard to debug because it's like a device that is only being released, for example, in India, and they say, I can't play the game on this device, and you're like, right.
Yeah, how many mobile devices are there in the world?
Too many.
It's too many, yeah, exactly, and it's really hard. Console, it's like, yeah, it works on mine, it's going to be working on yours too, so there we are.
You've mentioned a couple of times already, like your community feedback, people talk about mobile and feedbacking from the first game. We saw you the other day, you popped up in my stream the other day on Twitch, and we didn't know it was you until you outed yourself over some golf balls.
I had an inkling, I knew where he was from, but I couldn't pinpoint exactly where. I was like, this guy knows something that most people don't know. Who the hell is he? And then there it was.
Is that quite indicative of how you are with your community? Like you'll get like right in there and interact with them.
Yeah, I mean that's I want to see people like honest reaction, honest feedback. And sometimes you say like, "Yeah, this is like people. People are more careful about what they say." Also, I want people to actually, the best feedback in the first game was when people were insulting that. Oh, I mean, like that's a great feedback because those people are honest.
Yeah,
and they're not like oh yeah, the game is amazing, and just to say that in your face, and then it's like they play like 5 minutes. So
I got quite embarrassed because I tried selling your game to you.
I know you love the game, but I also saw that I entered in the chat and he was like, you sold the game to me. He's like, yeah, you should definitely try RPGolf. And I was like, yeah, I think I've heard that.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, that moment was awesome. Thank you so much
for
that.
Your face dropped on stream, Badger, was absolutely priceless.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, I feel like an idiot now.
I might go back, clip it, and put it into the stream.
Yeah, we should put that in there.
That was literally beautiful. Thank you for that.
So you've been quite active with the community then, and that's worked away a lot towards RPGolf 2 then.
Yes, I mean we listened to the feedback for the first game, and now we're basically posting a lot more frequent updates on Twitter than we were in the first one. So yeah, we're like we're posting like not too much to spoil the game. Of course, we don't want to ruin enough to basically show what we're doing and some of the cool features. So another cool feature that I didn't mention before is like now we have classes. I mean, you're not only gonna be a golfer forever. You can be like also be a warrior, or you can also be a mage, and they're gonna change your appearance too. So
yeah. Ooh, so that's a lot of replayability. So you can play as a
really
tank.
Big things are coming into this one then.
Like there are a lot. Yeah, there are, and yeah. And also, I will not say. Yeah, sorry.
It sounds like a completely different game. Is it still going to feel like the first one, or
it's going to feel like exactly like the first one, but so much better?
Right.
I mean, the few people that now they tried the game, they said like this is so much better than the first. I mean, the atmosphere of the game is still there because at the end of the day, you still play golf and you still go around and smack monsters. So
no,
there is that. And,
is that?
We have that going on, which is like, that's not going to change.
Is this more of a case then that sort of like if you've played the first one and then you come and play the second one, you kind of get an idea of the vision for the first one, like the original vision of what you wanted to do?
Yes, you definitely. I mean, you can definitely get it. I mean, the first was a standalone game, and it came out good at itself. There were some things that you felt like they didn't feel so good. For example, let me make you a very clear example. You played the first one, I know that. Of course, I know that the first one. And one of the things we did was like we focused a lot on having a big map because it wasn't small, the map of the first game, but the space between the holes was too much.
Yeah.
You had like it felt a little bit forced. So you had like those environments, and you went like to the first hole. Yeah, then now let's find the second hole, and you had dungeon in the middle, which was nice. But we've got. Even as a developer, I felt like sometimes there was a lot too much in the middle between the two holes. Mm-hmm. Now the holes are going to be basically grouped together. So the 9 holes, they're going to be grouped together, and then you can go around and explore the world. So you still get the exploration part, but the golf part is going to be, it's like, it's
tighter and neater.
Exactly. Yeah. And that we felt is like a huge improvement. So, I hope people will appreciate it. And the other thing is like you will feel a lot more variations in this game. Again, I'm not saying much, but basically going from World 1 to the last one of the world, which World 6, because 54 holes, so it's 6 worlds. Yeah. You're going to find something different in each one of them. So there is always going to be something new. And we really hope that the players will love it. Not enough. It's not going to be something that will basically, oh my God, why did you ruin it? No, it's going to be like, oh, there is also this. That's cool.
Yeah. It sounds like you put a lot of time and effort in this. So, like the first one you mentioned, so like money and time kind of constrained what you could do. Have you had more money and time on this one, or is it just what you've learned from the last one? You've been more efficient.
Well, we invested a lot more into this game in both time and money, and we also the experience. The experience was really important, of course. That one was our first, let's say, big game. Yeah. It was our first big game. Yeah, it wasn't like, and starting with one of those, it's like it's not easy. It's not easy because it's like, oh, what are we doing? Oh, yeah, people will like this. I don't know. And so the experience, the feedback, and everything helped a lot. Also having like a clear vision for the second one, and also, yeah, we put a lot more money inside the game. So yeah, there is that, and a lot more also time, because it's been in development life for about about a year in total now.
That's
a year
not
and
bad.
some months. It's not bad, yeah, and yeah, so we're getting there.
So how does it feel? I'm going back to the first one again for a second quickly, but how does it feel to put all that time and effort and blood, sweat and tears into a game and then release it into the wild where you have no choice but to just sit back and see what's being said about it?
It's scary as hell. Yeah, you're like you're hitting refresh on every possible page, Twitter, Reddit, everywhere. App Store, you basically check like the reviews like 50 times a day, like a madman. It's like, it's gonna be a review. Somebody's gonna write. It's like, it's really so hard, like mind consuming. It's like it's really difficult, and and you're scared at the same time. It's like, will people love the game? Oh no, they're gonna hate the same. Yeah, I know people are gonna criticize that. You're scared about some part of the game you don't feel so confident about. It's really so hard. So
it was really well received, was RPGolf, so that must feel quite epic. You must feel like walking a foot taller now.
That was also, I mean, like when we found people that loved the game like you did, or like other fans that we had, it's like. It's the best moment of your life in that moment. It's like, so all the time that even if it's one person, you're like, my job here is done. It's like, my job here is done.
I can die now. I'm happy.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, sure, but it doesn't matter now. It's like that person got it. Yeah, awesome. It's like, and of course, you try to also improve in the second one. We try to improve what some of the critics that we got in the first one, so that they can appeal to more people without ruining the experience for people that love the first one.
Do you find criticism more important than compliments then?
Well, they're actually both important, because compliments also tell you what you did right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so that part is also part of the feedback. I mean, feedback is good both ways, negative and positive. They're both good. I mean, some people told like, yeah, I love that part of the game, or I love when you had to do that. And some people are like, yeah, it felt kind of, for example, one of the critics was like, all the AI is the same. It feels boring after a while. Yeah, totally.
We know that.
We know.
We didn't like that bit either. We ran out of time.
I mean, the bosses, though, everybody loved the bosses because they were like, they had, of course, a different part. They didn't have the standard AI. But everybody loved them, so we knew we did something right in there. And boss fight in the second one. Wow. Boss fight.
That's all he's going to say on it is, wow.
Wow.
I want to play this right now. I want to play it right now. Do you have a time frame for release? I know you said this year, but
it's gonna be at the end of the year.
October, November, December.
Like we plan on having like a Gold Master version at the end of the year, like October. Around October, we plan on having that, and then there will be a few adjustments, a few of that, but we really plan on releasing before the end of the year. We're putting like all the time we can right now. So
I honestly, I can't wait for it. I saw that tweet from a couple of weeks ago, just popped up on my Twitter. I think it's the first time you tweeted it, or I've seen a tweet from you in ages. And I was just like, what the fuck? There's a second one? Right, I'm on this now.
Yeah, we posted a couple of screenshots here and there, a couple of posters when we were at events like Taipei Game Show of last year, 2019. We posted a picture when we were there. And we were introducing RPGolf 2 for the first time there, and it was in a very alpha stage. Like we were still working on that. It was like so much stuff to do, yeah. And it was so yeah. We didn't want to push too much on Twitter because it was still like very work in progress.
Yeah.
Now we are full steam rolling the development. Is like so yeah. Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
Have you found missing the expos? Like, say you went to Taipei Game Show, has that affected your plan for release? Not having shows on this year?
Well, it's. I mean, I cannot say too much about that, but yeah, I mean, of course, we miss going out and showing the game to people, of course. Mm-hmm. As many other indie developers probably, like, it affects the, especially, it's a good occasion to basically get followers for the game. You go there, you can show the demo because. You have the demo there, and people can come to your booth and play the game. And people like that. You can give them a sticker or a card or whatever with a QR code for the game, and they can just follow you on Twitter. So we really missed that part because obviously
it helps get you seen and heard. Yeah,
and so that part was really harsh. Hopefully, the situation will be solved more soon than later, but obviously there are a lot of issues before that, right?
Yeah,
worldwide. Situation worldwide right now is not the best. But we're gonna participate to some online events, and so yeah, we will tweet about that soon. And so there is like a Pocket Connect Gamer, or how it's called, that one. So we're gonna participate to that one. It's in June.
Pocket Game Connect. Yeah.
Pocket Game. Yeah. Sorry. So we are participating in that one, and we'll prepare a nice trailer for that one. So stay tuned for that. It would be awesome.
I can't wait to see it. You got anything else to add, Ed?
I did have a question. I've forgotten it. Have you got anything? I'll just try and remember what I was going to ask. My mind has gone blank. I do apologise.
Take your time.
So
take your
time.
When
you said you released on consoles, that mean the whole range, so PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch?
We plan on releasing on all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We will see about that time, but basically we want to get to all of them. Yeah.
There was one question I had. Is there a price range? Are you allowed to say?
Oh yeah, because the first one was cheap.
What I can say is that the game is not going to be in the same price range as the first one.
Okay.
That's definitely not. It will be more aligned with console games prices, and because both about the time that it will take you to finish the game and the content that you put inside the game will be like they are not even remotely comparable. The first game, if you were doing a speed run, you could probably finish that in 2 to 3 hours, probably just doing the main quest. Probably you could do 2 to 3 hours if you were fast. This one in 2 to 3 hours, you're not gonna be done with the first 9 holes, not even remotely.
Wow.
So,
Brilliant. That was the last question I was going to have. As a developer, if there are any other indie developers out there watching right now, is there any advice you could give them?
It's well, there is so many advice I could try and give them, but
Okay.
I mean, I feel like everybody's
biggest piece of
experience.
advice you could give them off the top of your head, then.
The biggest piece of advice is like plan your game well. Don't do the mistake of we'll figure everything out as we go. Of course, changing something in your game can happen because it happens. It happens, of course, but the clearer your vision, the easier it is to get your game from A to B in the shortest amount of time. That's really important, because otherwise you risk of starting. I started developing this. It's a concept. Yeah, maybe I will add this, and then it takes so much time. It might take so much time, and you're gonna have like, oh, I've been working on this for 7 years. Yeah, I mean, if it's a side project, good. If you're doing that for work, it's harder to monetize and survive on that, obviously.
I love that question. I asked someone that. I'm not going to say who it was, but I asked them that question in an interview at EGX last year, and their advice was, "Don't do it."
Well, that's an option. I mean,
do something else.
That's an option too. You want to do game development? Don't. Just.
I mean, there's times, like, even in this interview, there's been times where you kind of put out, we've seen by your facial expression, you've just been like, fuck, man, that would happen. Is it worth that? Is it worth that struggle in the end?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, satisfaction when you finish the game, when you see something coming to life exactly as you were thinking, as you were imagining that, it's like, I look at that. It's like, I look at you. It's like you kind of want to pet the game. It's like, I look at you. And when people play that, that's the best part. I mean, when people play the game and if they like it, that's like it's like, yeah, we'll totally do that again. It's like, yeah, sure. It's like,
well, is there anything we've missed in this interview that you want to tell people while we've got you here? Is there anything at all we've missed?
No, I think we covered a lot of stuff. Like, unless you guys have questions, I mean, like.
We've tried to get as much out as we can. I know we can't get everything. I'm not saying we want everything.
No, we want some form of mystery left for when it actually is released.
But yeah,
you will mean. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, go on, sorry, go on, fella.
Oh, I mean, you will get that. Don't worry. There will be a lot of mystery in there. I mean, I'm being careful.
Looking forward to playing it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually looking forward to playing it.
Even more so, I was already, but even more so after today, when we got to the whole Skyrim with a golf club, I'm sold. Just attention. Like, take the money now, take it.
Yeah, can I put
another thing. Oh, one thing I didn't mention that might be like I will try to be a little bit vague, but there is basically not gonna be any more experience points, but. It
will be a game without experience points.
My kind of RPG.
We have a different system, which is still based on. I mean, it's
still based on leveling up, but not with XP. Is it a new system?
Exactly. There is not gonna be like, it's not gonna be like the first one where there is not gonna be levels. That's the important part.
Right.
You're still gonna get experience in a way, so you'll see.
I'm trying to think of different ways of doing it. Is that sort of like, you've got this golf club and it'll level up after you've killed 150 goblins?
Well, what I was mentioning is like,
it drinks life.
I was mentioning is Skyrim. It's like not only Skyrim. Like we played all the online games, very old online games, as you might imagine. So there was one game which was like Ultima Online.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever played Ultima Online.
Yes.
And something like the skill system that they had was kind of brilliant. So we have something like that involves both the RPG part and the golf part, which is. I think people will love that.
I want this now.
Pre-orders, please.
Yeah, I don't want to wait till October. Can we pre-order now?
It will be cool. I think it will be cool. I think you will like it, and you'll see. You'll see. It's coming along, and
what's going to be interesting is it's coming out at the end of the year, so I've made no bones so far at all on Stop Up Sense that indie game of the year so far is without a doubt Hyper Parasite, which was hilarious on the stream the other day when we had you in there and the developer from Hyper Parasite. It's going to be interesting to see if you can knock them off their throne by the end of the year.
Hope so. Hope so.
But we'll have to start out where we have Kitty Mert playing RPGolf and Ricardo playing Hyper Parasite.
Oh, that could be fun. I mean,
that'll be interesting to see. Have two developers criticize each other's games.
They have different pace, I think. Like that's kind of interesting. Should definitely do that.
Ricardo, thank you so much for joining us today and letting us interview the podcast. Everybody, make sure you check out ArticNet on Twitter. Keep up to date, and of course, Stoffel Presents and myself, Ed. We're going to be following. We're going to be on this like a tramp on chips all the way up to release.
The Twitter handle is articnetllc.
I will make sure there's a link in the chat while this is playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Is there anything else you'd like to say while we are still here before I end this session?
Well, just that you guys are awesome. That's the only thing I can say. You guys are really awesome.
I appreciate that very much.
Still, like the other day, I mean, when I came in the chat and like you were talking about the game, it was like that was one of the best moments ever. So
we're gonna have to clip that and put it in there because I was embarrassing as hell. I'm just gushing about the game and trying to sell it to the guy who fucking made it.
It's like you're trying to sell me my own game. That was
at the end of this video because we are still recording right now.
I love the fact it was golf balls that outed you. That was perfect. We couldn't have said it. Well, even if I'd have known, we couldn't have set it up better.
Hey, it kind of like you really gave me like a huge help in there. You were playing the game and golf ball came out, and I was like, well,
ta-da!
That's not a sign.
Once again, thank you very much, Ricardo. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, no, thank you. And we'll end this recording here. So back to the live us. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Right, there we are. We're back. And look, the hat has magically appeared. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, shit. They can't hear you. Hold on. There you go. Say that again. I might have had you muted. I do apologise.
We're back. It's almost like that we're live. Because we're wearing the same clothes and everything. It's just a bit darker now around me.
Yeah, so my hat has magically reappeared. Like it never happened. Ooh. And I'm also more red than last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mic.
No idea
why my mic played up. I have no idea.
No, it did do that in the playback. It did do that in the interview.
It's really weird. And the whole cam thing, that's definitely new to me. But again, there's not much we can do about that. And it's one of them things. Of course, he's all the way in Osaka, Japan. We're all the way over here in the UK. There is distance, so there's going to be jitters anyway. But thank you for the feedback. Honestly, feedback's good.
Is that something you want to see more of? Because I find that incredibly interesting. I find talking to the developer, getting their thoughts and feelings on how a game's made and what goes into it, like from a personal level, into making a game come through to launch. I find that incredibly interesting, which is why we did it today. You guys might think it's boring as fuck. So is that something you guys want to see more of? Is it something you'd like to see? Because we have about 6 or 7 developers lined up, I think.
And another thing, if there are any questions that you can think of that you'd like to ask him, I will pass them on. And then in the next podcast, we will put them straight in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I'll get a screenshot of what I can. Obviously, might have to do a bit of photo editing because there might be some sensitive information in there.
But yeah, if anyone's got any follow-up questions for Ricardo, we can report back next week with that.
You'd love to have more interviews. That's from Tiny. We know Chloe's going to say more interviews.
Yeah. Oh, if you guys want it, we'll provide it.
I mean, interviews are going to come no matter what anyway, and I'm going to have a word with him. Once there's either like a playable demo, or once it's released, I'm going to try and get him on live. So it would be an earlier podcast. Don't mind me, I'm cleaning my glasses. They are filthy all of a sudden.
Yeah, it'd more likely be about a 1 p.m. podcast.
Yeah. Again,
where
12 p.m. for us is 7 p.m. for him.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So it's quite late. Like in the day for
what we're thinking of doing is because he's going to give us exclusive access to the RPGolf 2 demo before anybody else. So what we're thinking about doing is having Ed play RPGolf 2 live on stream while I interview Ricardo while Ed's playing, and Ricardo can give tips and hints in live on the stream. He can answer your questions while you're here.
Play games with the devs if it's multi. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, playing games with the dev. So we're gonna have like one of us playing the game while the other talks to the dev, and then we'll somehow we'll have that where.
Chloe, I hope I get one.
Well, Chloe's got a special gift on the way anyway.
We've all got a special gift on the way.
Yeah, we've all got special gifts. I have an extra special gift as well.
Bastard.
I'm getting a medallion. But yeah, this is something we want to kind of do going forward. We've got a couple of developers lined up. We're thinking about having developers on for interviews and then coming on for playthroughs, so the developers can talk us through how to play a game, how to do it, or laugh at us for being shit at it. Like one thing I'm looking forward to, one developer we've got lined up next is Mr. Kitty Mert, who made.
I've got some things to say to him.
I think we could do an interview like this with him, but he'll probably come do it live with us, so you can ask him straight away, and then we can also, after that, on another day, have me talking to Kitty Mert while Mr. Kitty Mert giving Ed advice while he plays Hyper Parasite.
Badger, you have gone incredibly dark.
I have gone incredibly dark. I know I have. I've got I broke my light while moving.
Put your phone.
And I ordered another one. I ordered another one 3 weeks ago, and it hasn't arrived yet.
Phone torch. Use it. Go on.
Phone torch.
Spooky ghost.
Phone torch for some mood lighting.
This one time in the deep, dark woods.
That better?
Not really. If anything, it's worse.
Yeah, that's just making it worse.
No, like you said, your light's broken. I just want to light a candle. That would be dangerous around Badger. He may or may not just randomly combust.
Yeah, probably could. The amount of alcohol content, I could breathe in a candle and ignite it.
I am the candle! Selfie light rings. I mean, I've got a webcam with a built-in light in it.
It's a selfie light ring that's on its way. It is a selfie light ring that's on its way because I'm a cheap fucker.
It works. If it works, it works, dude. If
it works, it works.
But yeah, are there any questions that you guys have for Ricardo? Because as soon as this is done, it will be going up to the Stoffel Presents YouTube channel.
Yeah. So if you watch that interview there and you were focused on the chart and getting distracted by his wonderful curly locks and his
strange
Italian look,
strange.
You can watch the interview again on the Stoffel Presents YouTube channel.
I'm literally getting the link right now.
So you can see it there. In case you missed it, you can watch it back. I quite liked it. I thought it was a good interview. I thought we got a lot out of him. He's relaxed and really chilled. I thought Ed was amazing in it. That's the first time Ed ever interviewed anybody, let alone a game developer. I thought Ed was brilliant in it and really relaxed.
What was that on the background wall?
It was some crazy fucking clock that he has.
Was a clock. It was an art style clock. That link I've just put in the chat is for the solo interview.
I mean, after that interview finished, after we stopped recording, there was about 30 minutes of Ed and Ricardo showing each other the guitar collection, and
That's how I know he played guitar. That is his Twitter link. If you don't, please drop him a follow so you can find out what's going on with RPGolf 2.
Actually, let's go. I don't normally beg on Twitch. I don't beg for followers or subscribers or all like that. But go on his Twitter link. Just drop him a tweet saying you saw his interview on the Badger'Ed podcast. That'd do us that'd help us out massively, and it'd help us get more devs in future as well.
It'd also make him really happy. I'm literally.
It'll make him really happy as well. It'd be really. That's honestly, I really love that interview. Like I've been interviewing for about 8, possibly 9 years now, so I'm quite relaxed at interviews and stuff. I think I'm quite good at what I do. That was Ed's first interview. It was also the first time Ricardo's ever been interviewed. So we had 2 people who'd never done an interview before that were both really fucking good at it.
Yes, Tommy, exactly. That's what you do. Follow them on the Twitter link and go, hello from Badger'Ed.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Hello from Badger'Ed. That'll help us out a hell of a lot, and it'll help us get more developers in and stuff, and it'll make him feel amazing.
He's got the link to the YouTube of just the solo interview, but he will obviously get one for the podcast as well. So he can spread it worldwide like he said he was going to, bless him, I believe.
Yeah, bless him.
Honestly, he was so great to talk to, like on cam and obviously on cam.
Yeah,
such a nice bloke.
It's just amazing, and it's nice that we're in an interview that wasn't corporate and stiff.
I mean,
it was just
you'd
kind of
know
like
more about that than I would.
Just a really relaxed chat. It was. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it as well. That really gives me the drive to go on and get more people like that on and do more. I mean, we've got Kitty Mert coming up next. I think Mr. Kitty Mert's going to be our next developer interview. Another Italian, coincidentally.
I've got some shit to say to him, I'll tell you now. Not nasty shit, just some shit.
Fuck. He's crazy as fuck. That guy is mental, and I love him. The amount of piss-ups I've had with that man. There's stories we've got that are not safe for Twitch.
So yeah, before we move on, last chance. Are there any questions related to game development, the game itself, the background of the company that you'd like to ask Ricardo? Myself and Badger will pass these questions on, and like I said, we'll get screenshots. We'll pass them back to you on the next podcast. And Chloe's now
This
shouting.
podcast isn't just about us going, here's the news, have it in your face. It's about you guys interacting and getting the news that you want and the information you guys want.
Exactly. When is Badger making a game or being in a game? You know what? I'm sure if he asked someone politely, he could be an Easter egg. Like his hat could be an unlockable thing.
I've been making a game for the last 6 months.
There we go then.
I'm just not allowed to talk about it yet.
See, I didn't fucking know. I work with the bastard. I legit just posted to him. Awesome, Tiny.
Thank you, Tiny. Thank you. But yeah, I've been working on a game for I had an idea for a game about 2 years ago, and I've been working on it properly for about 6 months. I don't know how to code. I can't make a game. I came up with an idea for the game. I brought it all out. I've got about 7 notebooks full of what the game is. And then, I've been talking to a group of developers. There's not really much happening. It's not really started because we started getting talking. We're about to start making moves on it. And then the whole fucking lockdown thing happened and stuff.
Corona.
So, yeah, I reckon about 3-4 years, Stoffel Presents is going to bring its first game out.
There we go. So moving on to the last bit, as it seems there's no questions from the chat. What have you been playing while you've not been able to stream and you've got a face like the Elephant Man's arsehole?
Boop. I'm trying to put the picture up. There it is.
What picture? What picture are you talking
that
about?
picture, there we go. Yeah, so I actually bought a game this week.
You spent money.
I actually bought a game. Like my week's normally filled with playing games that I get sent review codes for. But yeah, there's a game I've been looking at for a while that I quite like the look of. It was at £8 in the sale. So yeah, I bought Graveyard Keeper, which I played. I fucking love. It's basically Sweeney Todd meets Stardew Valley.
Don't say that. She'll want it.
And I've realised I'm an elitist cunt.
Elitist cunt.
Because you get dead bodies arrive to you, and they might have defects on them, so you can remove the flesh and the heart and the brains when you level up your tech trees and stuff. And if the body is not a pure like white, if it's got any defects on it, it don't make it into my graveyard. I burn the fucker or dump it in the river. Only the best of the best bodies get into my graveyard to keep my rating.
I'm making no comments just because of past history. Tiny has a question for you, Badger.
Go for it, Tiny. Shoot. Go for it. Every stream's ask away. Ask me anything.
Yeah, always. I just don't put the title.
Mrs. Metal, you do need that game, Chloe. It's $7.99 on the PSN store at the moment. You need it.
Assassin's Creed's going to be better.
No, this is Chloe. If you like Stardew Valley, you're going to love this. And as a talking communist donkey. What more do you want than a talking communist donkey?
This just sounds like Nazism with extra steps.
Oh no, the little fucker goes on strike until you get him some oil for his wheels. I didn't know where to get it from. It took me 6 hours to find the fucking oil. I went to chop the fucker up with mortar.
While we're waiting for time. Oh, there we go.
There we go. I want to try and promote a game from an indie dev. Is it rude to ask if I could have a copy and maybe to give away a copy on stream before the game is even done? Firstly, you need to have something behind you. Alright, and I say that by being, I've got Stoffel Presents, I've got 2 years of Stoffel Presents, 2 years before that as Club It. So I've got a bit of a history behind me where I can give me your game and I'll do this. I'll review it and stream it. Has a bit more weight. Cheers, Ed. Has a bit more weight because I can go back and see my previous work. But ask for email me or DM me on Discord or something or Facebook, whatever. Multiple ways to get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to help you out in getting indie devs. Getting games from indie devs is quite easy before release. It will be doing in June. I've talked to him a little bit, but not too much. We're doing in July. Right, so if it's coming out in July, you want to ask about June for it. I'm more than happy to help you with template emails and how to approach people and talk to them and how to find other indie devs and do it. I wouldn't ask for games to give away. That'd be my first thing. Like, don't do that because there is no proof whatsoever in the world that giving a code away helps sales. People come onto your stream, try win the game. If they don't win the game, they'll never touch it again. The reason the dev is giving you that code to stream it before it comes out. So if it comes out in July, he's going to give you a code in June. So you've got 4 weeks to stream it, is so that other people can see it, get excited by it, and want to buy it. Same reason why we get given press releases and trailers to show you guys on stream right now, like we've done tonight, is so that you'll see a game you might not have heard of, and then you'll go out and buy it. Or you might watch that interview with Ricardo and go buy RPGolf for £3. You might see Colt Canyon or Wave of the Rocket and go buy it for a tenner or whatever. Dev's giving you a code to play on your stream for free is, yes, it helps you boost your stream. You can get known as Stoffel Presents. We play games before release. But the main reason is for you'll become now an advertiser for the dev free of charge. That's your place in this, is that they're going to give you a free game. You're now going to spend the next 4 weeks streaming that game and advertising it for that dev to increase their sales. So it's kind of a quid pro quo thing. And
it's a one-way street where you get paid in a free game and they get paid in sales. It's not a bad thing. It really isn't.
You get paid in a free game, they get paid in publicity, which hopefully becomes more sales.
Yeah.
Looking at it like that, go into it looking at it like that, you're going to be great. I wouldn't bother with giveaways. I mean, I have a book of about 15 codes, maybe 30 codes of games I couldn't give away.
It's true.
It's ridiculous. Then has been on my live streams, my 24-hour streams, my charity streams. I've got games there's streams where, just normal streams, I've gone, does anybody want a Nintendo Switch game, for fuck's sake?
I remember that, actually.
Because I do a lot of indie games, people don't know them or know what they are, which is why we've started doing this podcast, so people can know what these games are when they come out.
I went to him with an idea, and well, this is it. Hello.
Yeah, we're here now, Ed. But no, you're welcome, Tiny. You're welcome. And my inbox on Discord and Facebook and Twitter is always open to you for any advice. And everybody else, if there's anyone in the chat that's too scared to say now publicly or feel embarrassed, there's no such thing as a stupid question. You can get in touch with me everywhere.
Oh, you can get in touch with either of us, and I'll either answer what I can, or I'll go straight to Badger with the question. Like we're both here, but the best way to get in touch with Badger is Pornhub. Just saying.
That's where my after hours videos are.
Oh shit! That's for a different podcast.
Different podcast.
Crap.
That's the chloroform hour.
Is it bad I know how to make chloroform?
Is it bad you told me how to make chloroform when I had toothache?
I was trying to help. Strange. That's where I saw him. I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, Tiny, I'm here for any question.
Oh, no, there we go. Sorry, I was getting the podcast mixed up. That's Tiny's podcast.
There's no such thing as a stupid question with me. It's not stupid. It's just you don't understand. And how are you supposed to understand if you don't ask? It's simple as that to me. But when if you're approaching indie dev, it's not too bad. But you've got to understand they get approached by a lot of fucking chancers who just want a fucking free game.
And it sucks because it ruins it for us, really. Like,
this is why when I have people like Ed and Chloe and stuff who review for Stuff Up Zens, I make sure I put their name on the top of every review, so that in future, if you want to make your own website or you want to get a job for IGN or Kotaku or something, you've got some solid evidence you can go back on.
You've got a background to be like, look, I've done this.
Yeah, so if you approach an indie dev for your own game, you can go, I'd like a code for your game because I'd like to review it. Here's some work I've done in the past.
Cloudpunk was a game that I noticed. So I contacted them and I said, look, I help do reviews for Badger and Steffel Presents. Like, oh, that's awesome. Here's a code. Because I had that hard evidence.
Because they could go, I don't know if they did or they didn't, but when you can go to Stop Up Event and type in Ed, because I always put the tag as your name as well, not just your name on the article at the top, but as a tag. So if you go to Stop Up Event and type in Ed Gray, it comes up with, in the search bar, it comes up with every review Ed's ever done. So it's easy.
On there, but they're growing. It's okay.
But so it's easy for, like, if you decided if you did this with Stoffel for 2 or 3 months and then went on to spread your wings and go somewhere else for a better opportunity. Say you had an offer at IGN or Kotaku or something like that.
Wait, then that's an option.
But you've got a portfolio to fall back on. It's not just I give you a free game and take advantage of you for my website. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
And it's the same with indie devs that, they give you a free game, you give them a bit of publicity.
Yeah.
That's what they're wanting from it.
Are there any other questions that anyone wants to ask Badger? Fuck. There. Let's make this an extra special podcast to make up for 2 weeks.
I'm looking forward to review, Tiny. I'm looking forward to it.
While we're waiting, going back to what we're playing this week, I've been playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Not on stream, that's off stream. The usual Call of Duty. Some indie games that I have been on stream. There's some more to come that I've tried just to get the hang of. Obviously, Plunder is a great game. Oh, I'm fucking addicted to that.
See, Plunder is one of those indie games that I absolutely fucking love. Because it looks like a shit 90s Flash game.
I wouldn't say shit.
No, not shit, but it looks like a 90s Flash game.
Fuck's sake. Sean, yes, answer my question. Tea or coffee, Badger?
Coffee,
Beer.
black, sugar.
Beer. No, wait, cider from Tiny.
And
And Chloe.
coffee, black, sugar till 11 a.m. and then the cider gets open. I get up. I go to bed about 4 a.m. and get up at 7 a.m. So 7 a.m. to 11 is about 4 to 5 cups of coffee, black, 2 sugar, and then from 11 a.m. it's if I'm streaming that day, it's cider. If I'm not streaming that day, it's rum.
I mean, I know we're close to the end of the week, so what reviews are coming to StuffWillPresents.com?
Actually, just go back a bit, because I bought Graveyard Keep. I've been playing that this week. I've also been playing Arcade Spirits.
Ah, yes, you have, haven't you?
Which, if anyone saw my stream, I lasted about 30 minutes on it.
It wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. You spent 40 minutes moaning and about 10 minutes playing.
It was fucking awful. It was fucking awful. It was fucking horrible. I hated that, so I switched it over to Dreadnautical.
I was about to say you were playing that as well, weren't you?
Really enjoying Dreadnautical, to be fair. I spent about another hour on that off stream, and it's getting better and better the more I play it. So that's supposed to be up for review on Monday. I think it's probably going to be a Wednesday review because I think there's a lot more time needed to go into it. I have already talked to the dev. I've sent the dev an email saying, well, not the dev, the publisher. So with some devs, like Plunder was a guy I found on Facebook, solo dev who's made it in Game Maker, and it's a brilliant game.
Actually, you need to send him my way.
Yeah, I will do. Also, there's no genders. Yeah, there were no fucking genders. But then there's, and stuff like Ricardo who self-publish. But then other indie games I get come through publishers. So I got in touch with the publisher for Arcade Spirits and went, if you can't be asked putting a fucking number on end of year, filling out your story, or fucking putting out at least fucking decent characterization, then I can't be asked reviewing your fucking game. Don't send me this shit again. And their reply to that email was, yeah, sorry.
Chloe's asked, did you update the Plunder review?
I didn't. I need to do that. Shit, I forgot about that.
In all fairness, I made a mistake while I was talking to Chloe, because how we do it, I play it and she's good with words.
Yeah, I'll fix that in the morning. Yeah, so I'm of course I'll play Streets Rage 4 this week, which I was supposed to play the day before its release on stream, but I was in hospital, so I couldn't show you all it. But yeah, Streets Rage 4 was fucking amazing.
I've seen a lot of people playing it, and they've all got angry but loved it. Sup, Chaotic?
I do, Chaotic. Thank you for joining.
You've come in at near the end, but it's okay.
So that's what I've been playing this week. But what are you streaming next week, Ed?
Next week I'll be, not this weekend, I'll be doing Wavy the Rocket, so you guys can see it on stream.
That's gonna be some fun rage.
Yeah, that's gonna be full of fucking rage. Hopefully. I don't know really.
Are you gonna rage on Wavy the Rocket and then go play some Hyper Parasite to chill out?
Oh yeah, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. No, actually, I thought I might start off with Hyper Parasite, get really fucking pissed off, and calm down with Wavy the Rocket.
If you wait a sec, I can tell you.
I'm gonna play some Hyper Parasite this week just because I need to grind the fuck out of Act 3 to get past it. Where are you at on out of the 5 acts, Ed?
Act 1, right at the beginning.
So yeah, I'm gonna stream Hyper Parasite. Of course, there's gonna be some World of Warship Legends in there, but I have 2 brand new games to stream over the next few days, which is I have John Wick Hex, which I think is a mixture of John Wick and chess, if I've got it right.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not having to play that one.
Yeah,
I can't even play chess.
I've also got Moons of Madness, which I don't know anything about. I just got given the code.
Gonna find out the hard way.
Find out live on stream what Moons of Madness is all about.
Obviously there'll be some game reviews that I'll be streaming this week. Any extras that come in.
Yep. So we've got a Fledglings review on the way.
Yeah.
From
Fledgling
Chloe.
Heroes from Chloe.
There's John Wick Hex. There's Dreadnautical. There's Moons of Madness reviews coming from me this week. I don't think I'm gonna stream. I don't think I'm gonna review Arcade Spirits. I might do just for a laugh. Depends how angry I get this week.
I mean, I think what you should do is you should play that and then play Hyper Parasite to calm down.
See, I can calm down with Hyper Parasite because I can play it. I'm not shit.
But yeah, I like to play it by ear. I'll see how it is, how life is.
Yeah, I mean we're getting close to the 22nd of May as well. So we should be getting Maneater at some point soon.
Oh, I really want to play that.
And Saints Row the Third Remastered.
Yeah, they came out at the same time, I believe. Or Maneater and something else comes out at the same time, and I can't remember what it was.
But we should be getting Maneater, so
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm in talks with the game dev about getting a code, but they haven't said when they're releasing it. But as soon as the codes are available, they'll be going out and they'll be going hot. So it'll be out and out.
We've got bank holiday tomorrow, so everywhere all the publishers are
going to be off.
Most publishers also take Monday off after. They always take the day off of bank holiday, so probably going to be Tuesday till we get any more emails on publishers. But I get about 60 to 200 emails a day. So there's probably going to be more games we're talking about.
I get a couple, mainly for Badger.
Don't worry,
what was your fun fact for today, by the way, Badger?
My fun fact?
You had a fun fact that you wanted to tell everybody this morning about National Day.
Oh shit! Yeah, it's supposed to be the intro. I forgot the fucking intro.
It's all right. I left it till the end.
Yeah, we should be at the beginning. Yeah, we're gonna. So basically, I'm gonna start every podcast now. I was supposed to do this one with it, and I forgot. But yeah, we're gonna introduce every podcast with a holiday. So today is International Leg of Lamb Day. Leg of Lamb Day.
I mean, it's not a bad day, to be honest.
We will be back next Wednesday.
Hopefully,
we're going to have a track on Wednesday.
You know, as long as his face doesn't look like.
Yeah, my face doesn't blow up again.
I've got to get it in before the end.
If you want to get a snack to chomp on while you're watching our podcast next Wednesday is World Hummus Day.
I will be eating hummus. I'm not even going to lie.
Get some hummus in. Join us next Wednesday and watch the podcast.
Yeah. Is there anything else we need to add? Yes, actually, no, there is a little piece of hot news while we were watching the interview. AMD has announced a new processor. 2 seconds, I've got the email up on my phone as we speak. It's the AMD socket AM4 B550. It's a PCIe 4.0, 3rd gen. That's all I know at the minute. So maybe next week there'll be some more info on that. I will keep an eye out. Chloe, it's not International Chloe Smith Day. It's just your fucking birthday. And yes, that's right. I'll be doing a podcast on Chloe's birthday.
Lamb hummus shit on our way to a shawarma plate. We're getting there. We're building up. We're getting there.
Lamb hummus. Now I'm hungry.
But yeah, so next week we're hoping we're going to have another developer interview for you next week. Hopefully live.
Yes. That'd be interesting.
We'll see.
Maybe I'll play Hyper Parasite while we're talking to him, so I could get really angry at him.
Because he's in Italy, so the time difference isn't too much.
Couple hours.
Yeah, so we should be all right. But yeah, is that it? We're done for tonight?
I believe that is everything we need to talk about tonight.
Well, thank you everyone for dropping by. I really hope you've enjoyed the second episode of our podcast. It's only going to get better week to week.
Well, you say better, but it could get worse. It's us.
If it gets worse, we'll blag it.
Nothing new then.
Yeah, nothing new at all. But yeah, we're going to try out new stuff every week. We really hope you like the developer interview. Again, it's over on the YouTube channel if you want to watch it.
Yep, I'll be sorting out timers for while we're doing podcasts. Link to the YouTube, link to Twitter, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, freak show. I'm having lots of warm salt water rinses and antibacterial mouthwash, as well as antibiotics. So yeah, I'll be here next Wednesday.
Apparently, one tiny human will be on in the future.
Look forward to it.
I mean, see you next week. Well, guys, I'm going to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And until next week, I've been Badger, he's been Ed, and you've been Badgered.
Guys, it's been awesome. We'll see you soon.
Till next time.